And
Good.
they stand out for you?
No, it was good. I mean, it was 2 good days in a row. So got done everything we needed to do, and see some of the young guys I hadn't seen before. It's kind of cool to watch them throw sides or watch some of the catchers hit and receive, all that kind of stuff. So it was good.
Who's some of the young guys you got an eye on today?
That De La Cruz kid it's a nice arm, really nice arm. It was good to see Patrick Weigel too. Coming into a camp and not with no restrictions, and he's just kind of a normal guy as opposed to last year when he was coming off the injury. So they're all really impressive young men.
Talked over the years about how there's a lot of arms in this system, but do you feel like that next wave may be just as strong as the more recent one?
Yeah, no, I mean there's numbers there, and like I say, there's a lot of these guys that have another year under their belt. So I'd say a lot of them are getting healthy, and it's good to see. I mean, because there's a lot of guys I think that are going to provide us depth over the course of the summer.
Tucker Davidson, have you seen that kid?
Came through yesterday. I liked him last spring.
Yeah.
Loved his assortment. He's bigger, stronger, had a really good year, and he's another one that him, a guy like Ian Anderson, all those kind of guys, you kind of can't wait for the games to start so you can watch them.
When you signed Will Smith, Alex made a point to say Melanson's the closer still. How do you kind of see utilizing those guys?
I just think it's going to be a great tool to have, and it's just, and I don't know. I mean, I think the games will dictate, but, they're not matchup guys. You could foresee starting out that Will pitching the 8th and Melanson in the 9th right now. On any given day, hopefully we got enough. We're doing good enough to where you're going to need more than one of those guys to close games. That'd be the ideal situation, because we have a number of guys that have had that experience and can do that.
Talking to AJ today, he was almost becoming emotional talking about his 2019 campaign and how hard it was on him. Is that something you need to pull him aside and talk to him and have a heart-to-heart, or has he just kind of been there before and figured out on his own?
Yeah, no, I think you can look at AJ. I've watched how he's went about it before camp started, and he's been down here a while getting himself back. He threw a bullpen today, which was really good to see. He looked great. And these guys, they're not finished products. They're young pitchers, they're young players, they're still learning. I'm sure come a year from now he'll draw on a lot of things that he learned in the 2020 season to help him in 21. But a lot of times guys, they come up, they get, they have some success early. They probably don't even really realize how they've done it, and now the league adjusts to them, and then they have injuries and they go through a lot. I mean, it's just it takes a while to get these guys to be that polished major leaguer. And they just continue to learn. They experience different situations that are going to down the road make them better.
When you got to replace a guy like Josh Donaldson, are you encouraged by how Camargo and Austin Riley came into camp?
Yeah, no, I'm like I say, I was very encouraged. Number one, but Austin did last year. That's kind of what he's capable of. And Camargo, I saw him at Chop Fest. You can tell that kid's dedicated himself to getting his body right and getting strong. And the way he finished last year, after he came back from AAA, is very encouraging also.
When you have a kid like Austin who obviously came out like a comet last year and then sort of hit a wall, as a young player, what's your approach on a guy like that?
Patience.
Yeah.
You just got to have patience with him. You got to believe in him. And after experiencing it with Ozzie, you see what the outcome could be and the adjustments that kid made, and how far he came last year. And I mean, it wasn't just easy either. I mean, he went through a lot. He was very dedicated to righting the second half of 2 years ago, and he did, and had just an unbelievable year.
The rule change of the 3-batter minimum now. Do you like it? It doesn't really affect the way you guys.
It's just it doesn't matter if I like it or not. It's here. We're going to do it. So. But I think, like I've said before, I think the way our bullpen's set up, it's not going to hamstring us any ways, because we don't have a bunch of matchup guys. We got a lot of guys that are clean inning guys, regardless of who's coming up. So I think that'll work in our benefit with the new rule.
Snit, I think I saw you watching Chris Nunn throwing his side yesterday, at least for a little bit. What did you see out of him?
Because I didn't know him. I mean, I wanted to see him because it's a kid I talked to during stretch, and just familiarize myself a little bit. He's pitched in AAA, so I mean, guys as they get up there and they're experienced, and it's good, and you can't have enough of those guys.
Have you heard kind of his story at all? He